Welcome to Chapter 11, Posting and Subsidiary Ledgers. Essential outcomes for Chapter 11. You are going to post to the general ledger and subsidiary ledgers by A. Identifying accounting concepts and practices related to posting to ledgers. B. Posting separate items from a purchases, cash payments, and general journal on an accounts payable ledger. C. Posting separate items from a sales, cash receipts, and general journal to an accounts receivable ledger. D. Posting separate items from a cash payments and general journal to a general ledger. E. Posting special journal column totals to a general ledger. F. Journalizing and posting correcting entries affecting customer accounts. And G. Connecting key terms in the chapter with application. Welcome back to 11-2 Accounting Terminology. The Accounts Receivable Subsidiary Ledger contains individual customer accounts who pay on account. The schedule of accounts receivable totals and the accounts receivable controlling account balance should equal at the end of the month. To prove that our accounts receivable general ledger account and our subsidiary ledger are in balance, we will start with our general ledger accounts receivable account. If we look at the balance in accounts receivable, we have $9,006.05. Now we need to go to our subsidiary ledger and take the balances for each of our customer accounts, add them up, and determine a total. If the total of all of our customer accounts equals the accounts receivable balance, then we have proven the subsidiary ledger. In this case, our total accounts receivable ledger is $9,006.05. The balance in our accounts receivable account, $9,006.05. Accounts receivable has been proven. Opening up an accounts receivable ledger form. Opening up accounts receivable ledger forms is very similar to opening up a vendor ledger form. We will first write in our customer name, then our customer account number. If there is a balance for the accounts receivable account, follow the same procedures used in opening up an accounts payable account. However, if there is not a balance, no date or amount is recorded. Just leave it blank until you post the first transaction for Cumberland Center. There are 3 journals that are used to post to the accounts receivable subsidiary ledger. The sales journal accounts receivable debit column, the general journal, which will require double posting. We will post twice, once to the accounts receivable ledger controlling account and once to the customer subsidiary ledger. That is why we have drawn a diagonal line in the post reference column of the general journal. The top part is to record the controlling account, and the bottom or below the line is to record the subsidiary account number. The third journal is our cash receipts, accounts receivable credit column. It is now time to post individual accounts from our sales journal into our accounts receivable subsidiary ledger. We will start with our sales journal. On line 1, we have a debit of $572.40 to our Village Crafts customer account. So we will need to post this individual transaction for Village Crafts into our customer account. So we will go to our customer account in our subsidiary ledger, write the date, write the sales journal page number S11 representing sales journal page 11. We will record the debit amount of $572.40 into our customer account. Then we will determine our new debit balance by adding our $572.40 to our previous balance of $318, determining a new debit balance of $890.40. The last step is to go back to the sales journal post reference column and record the customer number. This shows that this dollar amount for accounts receivable has been posted into the customer's account. Posting a credit entry from a general journal to an accounts receivable ledger. First, we will go to our general journal. On line 14, we have a transaction for accounts receivable / Village Crafts for $62.01. We need to first post this to our customer account. To do this, we will go to our customer account and write the date, followed by the general journal page number in the post reference column. Then we will credit our customer account for $62.01. We now need to determine our new debit balance by subtracting our credit from our previous debit balance. The last step is to go back to the general journal in the post reference column underneath the diagonal line for accounts receivable and record the customer number. Posting from a cash receipts journal to an accounts receivable ledger. Looking at our cash receipts journal, the first step to posting is to post the individual transactions that are listed underneath our account title column. In this case, on line 5, we need to post an accounts receivable credit of $381.60 to our customer Fairview Church account. To do this, we will go to our customer account in our ledger, subsidiary ledger, write the date, write in the post reference CR11 for cash receipts journal, page 11. We will record the credit amount of $381.60. And then we will determine our new debit balance by subtracting our credit from our previous debit balance. The last step is to go back to our cash receipts journal, and in the post reference column, we will record the customer number. This shows that we have posted individually to our customer account. Let's look at a completed accounts receivable ledger. We have 6 customer accounts. Each of these accounts have been posted and updated through the end of the month. The next step is to make sure that the total in our accounts receivable subsidiary ledger equals the account balance in our accounts receivable general ledger. Now that we have completed the posting process to our accounts receivable ledger, it is now time to prepare a schedule of accounts receivable. On the first line, we will write the name of the company, The second line, we will write schedule of accounts receivable. On the third line of the heading, we will write the exact date, which is the end of the month. Up against the left wall, we will list individually each of our customer names. In the dollar amount column, we will list each of our customers' account balances. After the last account balance, we will draw a single line in the dollar amount column. After the last customer name, we will write total accounts receivable. We will calculate by adding up each of our customer balances to come up with a total for accounts receivable. Then we are going to compare our total in our accounts receivable schedule with our accounts receivable general ledger account. If the schedule of accounts receivable total equals the accounts receivable controlling account in the general ledger, then you will double rule the dollar amount column on the schedule of accounts receivable. If they do not, then you need to go back to find the error. 11-2, work together. Please open your accounting book to page 314. You will need work together pages 257 and 258. Please complete the problem. If you need assistance, please let me know. When you finish your work, please return to this PowerPoint. 11-5, journalizing correcting entries affecting customer accounts. We discovered on December 10th that a sale on account to Cumberland Center on December 3rd was incorrectly charged to the account of Country Crafters, $410, memo 56. 1, we will write the date. 2, we will write the name of the correct customer, which was Cumberland Center. We will record the memo number. Then we will write the debit amount. We will then credit the incorrect charge customer and write the amount. Posting correcting entries affecting customer accounts. We will now take that transaction and write the date in our customer accounts. We will write the general journal page number. We will write the amounts into the correct customer accounts, and then we will calculate the due balances. Then we will go back to our general journal, and in the post reference column, we will record the appropriate customer numbers in the general journal to show that these dollar amounts have been posted to the subsidiary ledgers. Note that in the account title, we did not have to write A/R for accounts receivable. (11-5) Work together. Please open your accounting book to page 329. You will need work together page 267. Please complete 11-1. If you need assistance, please let me know. When you finish, please return back to this PowerPoint. Welcome back to the summary for posting. Post individual amounts in the special journals first. Then post the totals for each of the specialty journals. Note, the general journal does not have totals to post. Posting is normally completed chronologically. All items including the totals of specialty columns, must be posted before you can prepare a trial balance. The order of posting specialty columns. When you post, This is the order you need to follow. First, post the sales journal. Second, post purchases journal. Third, post general journal. 4, post cash receipts journal. 5, post cash payments journal. Congratulations, you have just finished the second part of the PowerPoint.